Luke Pritchard, a warm welcome from everyone here at contactmusic.com. How are you doing?
Thanks for having me.
No problems, it's a pleasure. Cool. How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad actually. It's a really nice day and we're just kind of in the middle of our tour and it's been going really well, so
yeah,
really good.
It is a nice day, gotta be blessed. Sitting outside.
I was a bit upset because I was walking in town today and some guy spat on me. This is not very nice.
Oh man.
Kind of comes with the trousers, you know. You wear tight trousers, long hair.
Well, you know what? We're not all like that in Leeds anyway. We're all quite nice
I know.
people.
I actually really like Leeds. I've got quite a lot of friends here and stuff, so it's a good city. Don't get me wrong. It's just there's dickheads everywhere, isn't there?
Yeah, of course there are. Yeah, you know, you're always going to come across them. Mm. So you are on what seems to be a never-ending tour, basically.
Yeah.
Well, how's it going? You know, it's literally.
Well, I mean, you know, it's good because every day's different. You know, there's no routine. So that's cool. But yeah, you know, you see our bus over there. You know, I mean, it's like 12 people in the space of, you know, this little space. It gets quite nasty after a while. But you know what? We get to do what we want all day, so I can't complain. You know?
Yeah,
it's good. It's been really cool.
You've been getting much time off?
Not really, no.
It's just been full on.
Yeah, I mean, we've pretty much been full on going for like 2 years now, really. I mean, yeah, the odd few days off, but not. But it's not really days off or on, is it? You know what I mean? It's like I say, you know, you get to play music, you know, all the time, and you get to go to different cities and meet different people every night. So that's pretty ace.
Yeah, keeps it interesting, I guess.
Yeah.
So you recently went over to America, didn't you? Mhm. How did that go down? Did it go down well?
It was good. We've been twice actually. We went to Texas, which I assume is what you mean, like South by Southwest. It was good. I think, you know, we had a pretty shit gig, to be honest.
Yeah.
It was a pretty bad gig. And it was cool, it was nice. We played with the editors who we've played with quite a lot and they're nice guys, so it was cool. It was a good night and got to see some really cool music. Saw the Mystery Jets, who were friends of ours. Went and chilled out with them for a bit. I almost got fucking arrested as well, which was quite funny because this guy, this policeman, I was on top of this car end of the night, and this policeman sort of dragged me down, and kind of wanted my ID. I gave him my ID, and he spat in front of me, and me being me, I was like a bit mouthy. I was like, you do know that spitting spreads tuberculosis, you know, and the cop was like, I don't know what you mean, birdie, but I bet you get TB in jail. And I was like, all right, cool, I'll shut up now. And then like Blaine from the Mystery Jets came running up and was like, it's all right, this is our van, it's totally cool. And totally saved the day. But it was, so we had a funny time, but I think the gig was a bit shit.
So again, you with spitting, what's going on? You know?
I know, I have a thing with spitting. You know, I'd rather people hit me in the head than spat in front of me, in a way. I just think it's the most degrading thing, isn't it? Like spitting, I mean, it's just like caveman stuff, you know what I mean?
I guess so, yeah.
But you know, maybe
What can you do?
Maybe I should just chill out.
You also went over to do some shows, didn't you? Like a series of a few shows?
We didn't actually, we were going to.
Oh, right, yeah.
We sort of thought we kind of wanted to leave America for a bit, playing there, you know, because it's so big, and I think you have to respect it. You can't just be bullshit and just because you have a little bit of success in one country, just expect that people are going to like you, you know. I don't get this whole like, right, let's go conquer America, and fuck that, you know. You've got to take time with it. The only way that your music's going to, you know, connect is if people can, you know, access it. And if you just go and go, right, we're going to fucking do it, it just doesn't work like that. So we kind of wanted to just chill out a bit, and we were like, rather than doing these kind of swanky shows in Los Angeles and New York, we just thought, you know, we'll do a proper tour at one point, you know.
Yeah.
And do it properly, you know.
Yeah. Just leave it.
Yeah.
Take your time over these things.
Yeah. Well, we went to Los Angeles to film. We filmed a video, which was really fun because we thought, you know, we keep doing these kind of a bit boring videos, just like, you know, 12-hour, 16-hour days of just doing the same shit. So we thought, you know, we'd do something a bit more exciting, and so we basically did a road trip from Los Angeles to Tijuana and filmed it. So it was really fun, you know.
How long did that take you?
It's like 2 days.
Oh,
it's not that long. It's probably about 4 or 5 hours.
Cool. Did Naive's been played? It's basically dominated the airwaves recently. You know, you've been on the radio many times. You've been on TV all the time. But do you still get the same
We haven't
buzz
been on
when you
TV
hear
that
it?
much. Do I say what?
Still get the same buzz when you hear it on the radio, you know?
To
Travelling
be honest,
along.
I really hate it. I mean, it's kind of a bit of a contrasting situation because it's really great and it's really nice that people like the song and it's been played. But then, you know, it's quite, you know, you don't want to oversaturate things, and I think, you know, people should, you know, I always get, you see, I get pissed off with music when it's rammed down people's my throat, you know, and so we really didn't want that to happen with our music. And like the problem is, like, I mean, you know, we do music, it's pop music, you know, and we're like unashamedly pop, you know what I mean? It's like we want to write great, catchy songs, you know, and have fun, but at the same time, we don't, you know, as soon as you get playlisted, you know what I mean, you're just on so much. So it kind of conflicts in my head a little bit about whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. You know, as long as people want to listen to it, great. You know, it's great.
Yeah.
I'm just talking shit now. You know.
It's perfectly true, you know, but you do write pop songs, but that's a really good thing because, you know, everyone wants to write a good pop song. It's just the people that can, obviously, get promoted a bit more. You know.
I'd say what's really cool is like at the gigs. I think, you know, with a kind of band where if you come see our gig, it's like it should be like a sing-along, you know. It's like get everyone, you know, involved. We're not like the kind of a very insular band. We're quite, you know what I mean. I feel like the gigs that we've had now, when people have listened to the album, you know, everyone knows all the words, and you know, it's a good vibe. You know, it's and that's the best thing for me. So yeah, I think, you know, pop music needs a bit of a kick up the arse really, because it's just been shit for so long, like real pop music, you know, and so. You know, you basically get either like very cool bands who have maybe one pop song on an album, or one good song, you know, that's like hits you there on an album, or you have very, very ultra poppy stuff, and so we kind of wanted to, I don't know, it wasn't really intentional, but I think, you know, we wanted to be a band that was kind of had a foot in both worlds in a way, you know what I mean?
Do you think that pop music in general in the UK should like develop more into a rock scene as well?
Yeah, I think so. I think a lot of bands doing more, become better songwriters maybe, or maybe it's just a scene. I don't know. It's kind of a strange time for music. I think it's really exciting.
Yeah.
Because you have got these bands that can come out with killer songs, you know, and that, you know, that's fucking great. You know what I mean?
It is pretty much exactly what everyone wants.
Yeah, and so it's really good. I think it hasn't happened for long. I mean, it's like Britpop was really last time, even though, I mean, I personally, I'd take, you know, probably records made now, like Arctic Monkeys, I'd probably take that over a lot of records from back then, but I think it's better now. I genuinely think it's better music, but then at the same time, you know, there's a lot of shit, and there's just, you know, the only thing I have a problem with now is there's a lot of, like, people a bit dishonest about themselves. That kind of annoys me. And there's so many albums that have fillers on. That really pisses me off. You know, like how many times have I listened to a band when they come out now and you listen to a track and you love it and then you buy the album and the rest is just might as well just be fucking shit. You know, you know what I mean?
One single and a lot of B-sides.
And that happens quite a lot. But then it's, you know, it's kind of slowly changing. There's a lot of really good music from America as well, I think, at the moment. You know.
Yeah. Who are you liking?
Well, I like the Kings of Leon. I mean, I think like I'm not so into that production. The kind of sounds I think can be quite sort of, everything's perfect. But they have some amazing songs. They're really different. They're really good. I like a lot of anti-folk. I'm quite into the sort of, I really like Coco Rosie and Adam Green and Molly Peaches. I'm really into that, and Anthony Johnson. Just because I think it's quite, it's different, but it's, you know, it's quite, it comes from inside. You know what I mean? It's not really so head thought. You know what I mean? I think that's another thing. It just pisses me off. No one lets themselves go. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, for fuck's sake, you know, let your emotion come out. You know what I mean? It's like everything's so fucking thought out and cool. You know, fuck that. I want to hear something from inside, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, something that means something, I guess.
You know, like when you listen, like that last Coco Rosie album, Noah's Ark, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's not the best sound. I mean, it's different. It sounds fucking mad. But at the same time, you listen to them and it's like, there's real, like, passion, you know? I know it sounds a really silly thing to say, but, you know, it's just really passionate and it's like, totally not contrived, you know?
It does come across in that kind of form of music an awful lot. It's probably be easier to sort of like accentuate that kind of vibe and stuff with that music.
I suppose so. I don't know.
So you've been on the road for a while now. Are you like writing new material at the same time for number 2, album 2?
Yeah. Well, you know, it's not like, you know, we're not the kind of people who are going to be like, well, oh shit, we've got to do a second record, let's write some songs. Not really like that. I mean, we're writing all the time. You know, it's not really. You don't really stop writing, do you?
No.
I mean, you kind of have to do it. So yeah, we've got tons of material. It's just quite. I think what the thing is hard to get from a song you've written to album song.
Yeah, I guess so.
Totally different ballgame. Yeah.
Have you got any time booked for the studio?
I think we're doing it in December.
Oh, okay.
We're going to aim to basically release the album a year after we release the first one, which should be like February.
Cool. So you're on single number 4 now of this album, is it? Naive being the 4th?
Yeah, Naive's the 4th.
Yeah, and then what's coming next? What's the next
She Moves
one?
Her Own Way. It's a summer track. So for, you know,
perfect timing.
Summer,
yeah, perfect. That's what we like.
Yeah.
But how many more are you going to release? Is it going to just...
We don't really want to flog this shit out of our record, do you know what I mean? It's like another thing we really don't want to do. We don't want to flog a dead horse, you know. So I don't know. It depends. Totally nothing depends. But this way, if She Moves Her Own Way goes well, and it seems like people are going to want another single off the record, we'll probably put one out.
Yeah.
But I think, to be honest, I think what we'll probably do is do like maybe release a live track or something, non-chart eligible, something like that. Or maybe we're doing an EP in about a week and a half, which is going to be what do you call it? Collaborations EP, where we're doing it with a whole load of other bands and artists, and we're putting it together. And so that maybe we'll release that, but it's going to be non-chart eligible.
Wicked.
It's just some interesting things. We're going to do some really interesting gigs as well. I mean, we're kind of just trying to get outside of the norm, like, because we've been lucky enough to have a hit, you know what I mean? We can sort of choose a bit more like the gigs we do, because, you know, people want to come and see us now. So like, we're going to do some interesting venues, not like the same old thing, and try and do some interesting stuff. I think we're going to do some like stuff on Brighton Beach when we get back in town and
cool.
All that kind of thing.
Well, it's a gorgeous day up in Leeds. You must have brought the sun with you, but you're going to come back obviously for Leeds Festival as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Festival season is fast approaching.
Yeah, I think it is. Festivals are where you kind of, I don't know, it's where it all comes together, isn't it, I suppose? Because it's like, you know, like I said, people report the album, but then that's where you really, that's real, you know what I mean? You're playing in front of loads of people. It's going to be mental.
Who else are you doing? Which other festivals are you doing?
We're doing like Isle of Wight Festival.
That'd be cool. Go away.
Isle of Wight's going to be amazing. I've got loads of family living in Isle of Wight, so we're going to have a big party. Basically arrange a massive party in Isle of Wight.
Well, you ought to do it at every festival. That's what they're there for, isn't it?
Very good point.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely. So Tony Hoffer produced this album.
Yes.
How was it working with him?
It was great. I mean, it's a funny one with Tony because, to be honest, like when he was suggested to begin with, I was really dubious. You know, I think we all were, because although I love his recorded work, you know, I thought, you know, he's from Los Angeles, and it's like he's kind of getting this big wig guy from America, and yeah, we want to make the best record, but I wasn't scared about it. I was just a bit like, you know, is this going to be right for us? I thought we wanted to keep it quite English and quite, you know, about what the song was about and everything. But then, you know, I spoke to him on the phone, and instantly I was just like, he's a very cool guy, like really cool guy. He just kind of was the way he went about it was like, listen, I just want to, you know, he totally got our music. He was just like, look, I get what you're trying to do. You're trying to make like an eclectic record that's, you know, that's going to be, you know, sort of soulful and not too overproduced. And he was like, the way he talked about it was great. And he was like, you know, I just want to make the record you want to make. I'm not going to push you to do anything. Just all these kind of conversations, and we talked about how we record it and doing it analog and not like doing 1,000 takes, blah blah blah, all these kind of things, and he kind of just really got it, and so yeah, we started working with him, and it was amazing. I mean, he came. I really miss the guy. Honestly, I really miss him. Because I mean, we're doing the second record with him, which is great. So I guess
that's my next question.
But we just all got on. Like, I mean, he came to Brighton for a week before we did the record, and we all just got on so well. I mean, it was like I haven't laughed so hard in my life. I mean, he's such a funny guy.
It's really important, I guess, in that kind of situation to get on with whoever you're working with.
Yeah, absolutely. But then at the same time, you knew when to I mean, we had our fair share of arguments, believe me.
Yeah.
Naive, for example, we didn't want to record it. We like refused to record it.
But why?
Yeah. I just thought, like, you know, it was. I didn't want it on the record. You know, the thing was, like, it was different before we recorded it as well. It was different. You know, it was a song I'd written, and I was like, you know, it's a song where I can tell it's catchy, and like all my friends really liked it. But I was just like, I don't want it on this record. I didn't think like I wanted it. I didn't think it had a place on the record for me. And we recorded it, and like within, you know, listening to it once on the speakers, I was just like, actually, you know what, this is pretty cool. I'm quite into this, so put it on the record. But
definitely.
But that was Tony. You know, he just was like, well, listen, man, you may hate it, but just fucking record it. You don't have to put it on. And I was like, fuck off, I'm not singing it. I'm leaving. You know, I'm going to the pub. See you later. You know, came back an hour. I was like, all right, fine, let's do it. And we did it, and it was great. So.
All turned out for the better.
Yeah.
So, give me one piece of advice that you guys try to sort of like adhere to pass on to new up and coming bands. So what's your kind of?
I suppose just do your own thing. I don't know. Don't listen to anyone except yourself, really. Actually, that's bullshit. You should listen to other people. I don't know. I suppose just, you know, the main thing that we try to do is not be desperate about things and to try and kind of be cool about it. Like, as in, like, we didn't send shitloads of demos to record companies, you know what I mean? We didn't do that. You know, do it through gigging, you know, and get, like, you know, get people coming to your gigs first. You know, it's so easy to think about, like, 4 steps ahead, you know what I mean? It's so easy, like, when you start a band, thinking about an album, you know, fuck that, you know, you got to, you know, it's like us now, do you know what I mean? It's like you've got to keep everything down, and you know what I mean? You've got to think about things as they come, not too far ahead.
How quickly did you get picked up by Virgin?
It was really quickly. I mean, we've been together probably about 3 months.
Cool.
Very quick. We got managers first. It was the most random thing. I mean, the reason why it happened so quick was because we did an EP on a weekend, and after we did it, it was when we first got together. And we were just recording some songs to get gigs, because nowhere will put you on if you don't have a demo.
No.
And we sent it off to get a gig off a promoter, and he turned out to be a manager, and then he started managing us. And then they kind of told people about us, and we started gigging and got a name for ourselves in Brighton, and then it's very, you know, it's just one of those things. I mean, it's right place, right time, isn't it? You know, sending the right demo to the right person and them getting it.
And listening to it.
and actually listening to it, exactly.
Which is always good. Well, thank you very much for talking to Contact Music.
It's a pleasure.
It's been a delight. And we'll come back to Leeds very soon, you know?
We will be, yeah.
Yeah,
in the festival
definitely.
season.
Right on.